Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today a new knife again. So let's look at what we have. We have that very nice LW Boa. So that's the Boa II. And that's LW. So LW is doing pretty high-end knives in China. This is a Chinese brand, but doing pretty high-end knives. And this is a knife which is pretty available for a while. I mean that I have seen it for the first time a long time ago. And I remember that at this stage I was hesitating between two knives. It was that bolter, the Croc, which is not available anymore. So that bolter, and I think it was in 2017 I saw it, which was produced in 2017, and that LW, which are a little bit similar in terms of style. And finally I decided to go to the bolter, and it was a good choice between bolter is really far better than that LW knife. But still, so for the price, at this stage I think that the bolter was costing something like 70 euro, and this one was costing something like 60 or something like that. So I was like, for 10 euro more, this one is a little bit bigger, I prefer the sheath, and so I was going for this one. And then since this time, because I already have the bolter, which is pretty similar, even it's a little bigger, I decided to never buy this one. And recently I have seen on Aliexpress that they have released that version for 31 euro, which is very cheap. So you have plenty of version of that knife, and one is at 31 euro. This is Hysens, which is selling it. I was surprised because there was still the other one in DC53. They have done a D2 version, a DC53 version, and M390 version, plenty of version. But the DC53 was usually around 60 to 70 euro in the price list. And this time I found it at 31. So I was like, okay, I don't know that vendor, but let's try it. So I tried and I resaved it, and it's nice. I mean, I'm not 100% sure this is the original one, because you can see that the blade has a lot of different marks. So you can see that the grind is not perfectly finished, which is not usual for LW. So it doesn't damage any quality of the knife. The knife is working well, but you can see that you have a lot of different marks, like a lot of marks like that, which is not so usual. I think it's a little bit finishing issue. And then there was the issue that you have, this is here, usually you had the LW and you had the date, and you didn't add DC53, and they have added DC53. So maybe it was not usually on the version, except that it looks like exactly the same. So DC53 still, nice quad, nice micarta, kind of micarta handle. I'm not 100% sure it's micarta, but looks like micarta, and I really like the style of that micarta. It's really good looking, fitting well in hand. That stuff is strong. You have a nice tip. You can see the tip. The grind of the tip is a little bit different than what you see usually. So you have three parts. One here, one second here, and one here, which makes the tip a little bit stronger. You can see. So I tested that knife, and I mean, I'm really satisfied. Working well. It's was a sharp out of box. So except the fact that there is still a polish issue, which is a minor issue for me. I mean, for 30 euro, I think it's a good deal. Let's look at the sheath now. So the sheath is leather, but I'm not 100% sure it's what it looks like, real leather, but yeah, it's not a very perfect finish. But I've seen that all the other sheaths that they have on the Aliexpress looking the same. It's doing the job. I think that maybe the one that they sell most expensive has a little bit better quality sheath. This one, honestly, it looks like leather, but if you tell me this is PU or whatever, it should be PU very well made. So fake leather, but if this is fake leather, it should be very well made. So this is sewed. It doesn't smell too much like leather. This is why usually when you have leather like from China, it's smelling always a lot. And but it's pretty. efficient, working very well, no play, it's securing the blade very well, and yeah, so I mean for 30 euro, I think it's a nice price. So let's look at the spec now of the knife. So we have 15 centimeters blade, a little bit less, 14.7 centimeters blade, 16 to the handle, and then you have 27.5 centimeters long. The width is a little bit more than 3, and then you have the thickness is 0.5, so 5 millimeters thick. You can see it here, 5 millimeters thick. So yeah, I mean that I will not. I mean, if you really like the style, maybe, and you want just one knife, maybe you can go for the one which is more expensive, just to see if there is a different quality and a little bit better finish. But I think that is very minor issue because it's still efficient. It's not. I mean, doesn't hurt. For me, it's still fine. So 290, the weight, and 346 with the sheath. Yeah. So yeah, again, hey, if you compare to the other one, which the other one is really one of my favorite knives. It's a little bit smaller than the bolter. Sorry for that. It's a little bit smaller than the bolter, and it's a little bit same style. I think I really prefer the bolter, but this one was costing more money. It was more expensive. The sheath is really better to the bolter too. It's real leather and it smells like leather. So whatever, that stuff for 30 euro. I mean that. I was thinking if you have kids going camping or whatever, like not kids but teenager, scoot or whatever, then maybe that could be a good catch because at 30 bucks, it's classy. Yeah, it's not bad. That's all for today. Thanks, guys.